Good evening, my friends. I wanted to do a project tonight. It's, as I said many times before, it is a stress reliever for me. And I've had a few stressful things going on, just like everybody. But good start to the year so far. Already seen a few Mia Red calls, so I'm happy about that. Only 2 weeks in. But if you don't know who I am Allie with Alley Oops Boutique. And this is just a little page that I have that I'm just crafting and chatting with people. So I want to thank everyone who participated in our sidewalk sale this past weekend. It was a huge success, way bigger than I ever imagined. Thank you for coming out, purchasing online. And Friday was huge. I was probably understaffed. I had no idea we would have such a great turnout. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And then Saturday, another big day. The team was just ready to help, so that was really good. And then a lot of people bought online, which I so appreciate. And there still are a few deals left. Most of the items that are left are going to go to our little booth that we have at the Emporium Antiques and Vendor Mall in Florence. But until I take them off the website, you can still snag some really good deals at alleyoops.com. And that's ALLYOOPS.com, and under the clearance sale, so you can see them there. So until the next few days, they might be available and you might can snag some. But again, thank you for a wonderful weekend. We really appreciate it. We needed it. This week starts the inventory process, which is always, I kind of like the new, I love the new year. I don't kind of like it. I love a new year. I love a fresh start. And the inventory, though challenging, it cleans everything up. So that's where we're going into this week. So to craft and chat tonight, I am breaking every rule that I have and know about crafting with fabric and sewing. I just saw this. Okay, so I'll link her Facebook page in the comments after I'm done with this video. It's Hammond's Nest, and that's like HAMMONS Nest. And she does some pretty cool stuff. I like to watch her little videos that she does. So I'm not claiming that I thought this up. I saw it on her Facebook page, something similar, and I copied it. So where I'm breaking all the rules, and my little seamstress heart was having a trouble, oh my gosh, so much trouble, even stopping to do this project, was that it's glued. It's not sewn. All of this is glued. And that almost like ripped a hole in my heart, because my grandmother taught me to sew. Now, I'll tell you, I was 6 or 7. I probably was not quite that young, but I felt that young. But she taught me to sew in the summer times when I would come to visit, from a very early age, sewing doll clothes, Barbie doll clothes, quilts, tops, all kinds of things. So to glue fabric, and when you can sew it, is such a hard thing to do. So I have 1 or 2 people popping off and on. Please say hello. Even though I may not see the comments, I'll respond to them later. And join me while I make this cute little heart, which you could use for Valentine's. You can hang it on a little knob, on a piece of furniture. You could put it in a dough bowl. You could do all kinds of things. But it ripped a little hole in my seamstress heart because I'm just gluing it tonight. So, but I am doing a couple of things. Like I said, crafting is a huge stress reliever for me. Sewing is a huge stress reliever. I know many of you feel the same way. So after a hectic weekend, I thought it would be good that I pop on this evening and just make a little project with y'all and chat. So part of chatting is not, hey, Patsy, are you scrapbooking this weekend? Was that this weekend? I was not in the store Friday, so I didn't know if you were around, but I thought that you might be scrapbooking. So I hope you had fun if that's this weekend. So now see, Patsy's chatting with me. That's all this is about, is just crafting and chatting. So, and let me know if it breaks your little heart to glue fabric, or if you just don't even care, if that's not a big deal. So we're going to start this project. Now I made a blue heart. I was going to do it out of a neutral fabric, and I think the one that I'll make right now, I can do neutral, but this blue is so pretty. I just love the blue and white. I'm a sucker for any blue and white. So let's go. Now, the first thing, let's do this so it can dry. The first thing I have is this cute little piece of, that's this coming weekend. Oh, okay. Well, I knew you had mentioned it and you bought some PJs for it. So that's wonderful. You'll have a good weekend. And then take lots of pictures and show us what you do. Because Patsy, my friend, does beautiful scrapbook pages. And I finally lost the scrapbook battle. Like, I was trying to do it for years and I got several done, but then I got years behind in photographs. They're all in boxes and all my supplies. And I finally just was like, forget it. And I donated a bunch of my paper. And this was before you, Patsy, or I would have given it to you. But just got rid of a bunch of that stuff because I thought I'm never going to do it. I hand sew some of my, oh my gosh, she hand sews her scrapbook pages. That's amazing. Yeah, I am not that good at scrapbooking. All right, so the first thing I did was this cute little stamping on this. This is actually a drop cloth that I ripped into lots of little pieces, but I think it's just you and me tonight, Patsy, so we'll craft and chat. You can scrapbook and I will make this little heart. So I stamped the word love. Now, stamping is not a good skill for me. It's challenging, but the thing about stamping is it doesn't have to be perfect. And I bet Patsy does a lot of stamping with her scrapbooking, but you have to embrace that imperfect style of stamping. So I did it on a drop cloth, but I also have this ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna stamp it on that tonight. So let's see. I'm gonna put some paper towel down. I know I'll have some people watch this on the replay. This is an odd time for me to go live, but it's been over a week, so I thought it would be good just to go live. So me and Patsy are gonna craft and chat. And this is just a personal page. It's not attached to my business. Sometimes I share posts, but it's just to have fun and to get to know people. And like I said, usually on the replay, but I like it when it's live. I need to start growing my, so Patsy, if you'll help and tell your friends so that I can start getting a little audience and everybody can join in with the fun. All right, so the thing about, this is an L. What I don't like is when it gets all of that edge. And if you have any stamping tips, Patsy, please share them. I got my glasses and I'll try to read your comment. But I don't like how around the edges, when you stamp it out, it sometimes shows. So I'm not sure how to solve that problem. And you might know, because I sure would like to know. Let's see. And I don't care if I waste this ribbon. Wait, let's see. Patsy commented. Let me see. Sydney shared your live. Is how oh, Sydney! Sweet Sydney. She is loyal. She is a definition of the word loyal. Thank you, Sydney, for sharing. Are you crafting and chatting with me? You're not chatting, but you might be crafting. So I'm going to try. Oh yeah, this isn't so bad. And if you have stamping tips. I love a good tip. Look, I almost did the E upside down. All right, so I just stamped the little word love. And Sydney must be coming and going because I see her popping on and off. But Sydney shared. Oh, that's another. Let me see if I can get rid of that. All right, so talking about our little booth at Emporium, that was a little note that popped up from someone. We're selling off some chairs and stuff, and it pops up. But Patsy's been to the Emporium, and Patsy, they got a new coffee place there, Bougie Coffee. So you need to go and enjoy. All right, so I'm not even telling y'all what I'm doing and I'm supposed to be. All right, so I have this ribbon and I'm going to tear a little, because I want that, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, the words left me. The little frayed edges. So I cut it and then tore it. All right, so now I'm going to use my stamps, and these are just some I got from Michaels, and I'm gonna stamp an L, and I'm gonna stamp an O, I'm gonna stamp a V, and I'm gonna stamp an E. Okay, good. So then I have this little word, love. Real simple. Okay, and I think you need to clean your stamps really well when you're done, but I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so I got two little loves ready, and I do have a few others over here that say love and kiss and all that good stuff. But that was the first little thing, and it'll be drying while we do our other. All right, so I'm going to take this neutral fabric, I think. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm going to cut a heart out. And we're not going to be too particular. We're just going to cut. I bet this would be pretty without it being stuffed just on a scrapbook page. All right, and I have my little heart pattern right here. My little template, which is one. Oh, Paige Summerall, hello. This one is one that I stenciled with the screen print stencil. I thought it turned out pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to, and I'm just taking a little pen and drawing the line. I mean, this is not professional crafting 101. This is just get it done 101. All right, so I had some nice scissors. These are, oh, and another thing that I'm going to ask y'all, if you have a certain brand of pinking shears that you love, will you please comment and tell me? I've been through a few pairs of pinking shears, and I cannot find a pair that I absolutely love for whatever. Is it a pair, or is it one, or a pair of scissors? What is it, Patsy? You are a teacher, you know. All right, so I have pinking shears, and I'm going to cut my heart. And I'm cutting just inside of that line that I used a pin to make because I don't want it to show. All right, so then I have one little heart. So cute, right? Okay. All right, next up. Oh, I put this away and I need another one. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, one more. I absolutely love this fabric. It's just a good neutral fabric. Get her done 101. That's exactly right. Get her done 101. This is not perfection. This is getting it done. Get her done. All right, so let's make another one. Where's my little heart? Where to put it? Right here. Get her done 101. That is so sweet that Sydney shared. So I know that I'll have lots of folks on my replay because Sydney's popular. Everybody loves Sydney. But I love it when people are on here like Patsy's talking. And every time I say chat and craft, it's funny because I think about my mom. She said, which is, no, it's not funny. My mom was very chatty like myself. And although the older I got, the more I tried to become a better listener than just a talker. So I hope that's something that I'm doing well at as I mature. But because I really wanted to listen more and talk less. But anyway, my mom said that her, I don't know if it was her aunt or her mom or somebody would call her Chatty Cathy. And there was a Chatty Cathy doll when she was growing up, and she couldn't stand that. So every time I have said that chat and craft, I just laugh inside a little bit and think about my mom. All right. Okay, so those look like they cut pretty well, didn't they? But I just don't love them. I want a different pair. I want a good pair. So if you have a good brand, let me know. And if Sydney's on here, she should be chatting. So y'all better chat. All right, so I'm putting that up. So now the next thing I'm going to do is, now I do have, I'll show you, these I did with the stamp. They turned out a whole lot better. And I don't know. See how this one shows like the edges, like around the stamp? So I'm not sure what I did differently. But it doesn't really matter. They're both really cute. So, okay, here's a question for y'all. Let me see. Oh, this one's a good big one, but it's kind of, see this one's kind of big, but it's cut off. But I don't know, I could still use it. It might be really cute. Kind of imperfect, like everything in life, right? Let's see. I thought I had an X and an O, and I was going to give us some choices, but I'm not seeing it over here. So here's our choice for tonight. Should I do the Big Love? Barbara Sheffer uses alpha stamps a lot. I know, and I love the stamps, Patsy, but I'm just not good with it. Is Alpha a brand? Because it might be a better made brand, and I can try those. All right, so should I do the kind of like really light Distress Love, or should I do the Big Love? Which one do y'all like? Give me an answer. Patsy will tell me while I grab some beads. All right, so this is one of the garlands from the store that actually broke. And I get, let's see. No, I'm talking about, oh, just alphabet. Yeah. And I love that. And that's what I have. I have just the whole alphabet and a couple of different fonts. But it's my skill level that's not good. All right, so I'm going to cut off, oh, let's see. I'll cut this big one off right here. So I get all the broken things from the store that have to be written off. Sometimes I'll get them in craft with. So here's like a little bead. The only difference is this one doesn't have the little hoop on the top, but I could make it if I unknot these. So I can do that later. But let's go ahead and glue this bad boy on here. That's what I did. Okay, so did y'all give me an answer? No. Okay, so should I do the asymmetrical imperfect Big Love, or should I do the really light Love? Oh, thank you. Patsy shared the video. Thank you, Patsy. Patsy's popular too, so in no time we'll have tons of people to chat with, Patsy. Okay, not really. This is really just for me. Not trying to get loads of folks, but it is nice when people chat. Okay, so big or small? While y'all think on that, I'm going to glue this down. So, oh, this one's hard. So this is that ticking fabric that it's really kind of hard to tell which is the right side and which is not. But I don't guess it really matters, does it? So I'm just going to glue this. This is on the inside of the one of the halves of the heart that we'll glue together. Probably I need to pull it just a little bit up, and I'm just gluing it in there so that when I stuff it, it'll hang like that. Okay? All right, so we've got our stamping done. All right, so I'm going to go, since I don't have an answer on that question, since I'm trying to keep it kind of neutral, I'm going to do this really light little love stamp. All right, so I'm going to glue this right smack dab in the middle of this heart. All right, which kills my heart, but here we go. All right. Boom. All right. There we go. It's done. Oh, I'm getting ink everywhere. So there, I glued it. Oh, she likes the big love. Darn. Well, I'll do the big one on another one. How about that? I did like the big one, but I went with the small one to stay kind of neutral. But anyway, boom, it's glued on there. Okay, so what we've done so far, we've stamped our little piece of muslin fabric, ribbon, whatever you like, drop cloth. We have glued our beads on the back half of the heart. All right. And now this is what we're making, folks, for those of you who are just joining on. We're making this cute little heart that you can hang on a knob of furniture, that you can hang from a cabinet, that you can put in a dough bowl, whatever you want. You can hang it on a wreath, whatever. All right, so, and we're gluing fabric, which I said is ripping my little heart out. All right, so we've stamped, we've glued, and now for the grand finale, we're going to glue it together and stuff it. Easy peasy. All right, so here's the deal, guys. My New Year's resolution was to not buy any craft supplies. That one's a big one. Patsy, that one might get you too. But I said I was not going to buy any craft supplies. And I'm already, you guys, running low. I should have bought before December 31st polyfill. I have no polyfill. Well, I have a little. All right, so now we're almost done. This is so easy. I'm going to glue this down. I'm just running a bead of glue as if it was a seam, and I'm gluing it down. Ooh, it hurts my heart. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, just like if I was sewing a seam. And I'm going to leave a little space open so that I can stuff it. All right, so I'm getting glue all over my table. I'll clean it later. I usually have a big piece of wood that I use to kind of protect my table, but I took it off for some reason. I can't remember. All right, so I'm gluing. Oh, there we go. Gluing it to the table. And, okay, let's see what Patsy has to say. I promised myself to not buy any more yarn for 5 months. So far, so good. How many months in are you, Patsy? Was this for your New Year's resolution? Are you just like me, 2 weeks in and already feeling like you need to buy something? Or have you been going for a few months? I hope you've been going for a few months. All right, so I've got all of it glued just like I would sew it. I'm going to glue this little area right here, and then I'm going to stuff it. All right. All right. Yay, us. So tell me, how far in are you, Patsy, on this promise? I'll root for you. In fact, if you get feeling like you just started, yeah, 2 weeks in, just like me. So far, so good. I said I'm hoping to at least make it by, I should have done 5 months like you. I'm thinking I'd just make it at least 6 months. If I could just do till June. I've got so many craft supplies that I really don't need anything else. All right. Not a single thing else. See, Patsy does beautiful crafts. She does all kinds of things. Scrapbooking, crocheting. Do you knit, Patsy? I didn't know if you knitted. I'm pretty sure it's crochet that you do. All right, so I'm stuffing with polyfill my little heart. And my heart grew 2 sizes that day. All right. So there goes most of my polyfill. I'm gonna have to beg, like, I think Caitlin, no knitting. I didn't think you did knitting. I thought it was crochet. I may have to call Caitlin. I think she might have some polyfill. So if I get desperate for polyfill. And I was kind of like, you know, still kind of going through my mind, like, the whole gist of it is I can't buy anything, whether it's a craft supply or not, if it's intended for craft supply. That's the thing. That's my goal. Because I added up my receipts for Hobby Lobby, Michaels, etc. And oh my gosh, I literally, now I am just joking when I say this, but I feel like I could have made a down payment on that beach house that we could be enjoying, Patsy. Yep. Because I spent so much money at Hobby Lobby, Michaels, even Joann's. Like, I buy from, do you ever shop at Joann's? Okay, so I just glued that shut. I think I got it all shut. So now it's like this cute little heart pillow. Isn't that cute? So cute. And I'll just stretch it, kind of move that polyfill around. And it's on this cute little beaded chain. What do you think? Do you like that? Okay, so it still needs, this one that I did has a little bow on it. And again, I know, I don't know if you ever watch Hammond's Nest, Patsy, but this is not my idea. I like to watch the Hammond's, Hammons Nest. I'm scared to go to Joann's. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't go. I buy online. Now, I have been in broad daylight, early in the day, with multiple people in my group, but not just, Rick had to go out to the Home Depot there the other day and get something, I cannot even remember, and he was a nervous wreck going, so that tells you something. And he is not licensed to carry, so I'm sure he was. All right, so there we go. There it is, my little heart, my little heart. All right, let's get a bow on it. So, do we want to do a blue bow so that everything kind of goes together? I think so. So, I'm going to, and I see that Olivia is watching or was watching. Hello. All right, so I just kind of cut that at an angle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon and make 2 little rabbit ears. And then I'm going to cross them over and just make a sweet little bow. Oh, I hear my dog out there. She probably sees some deer running through our yard because it's cold, you know, and those deer move around when it's cold, right? And the sky is really clear. I know they also do right before bad weather or when weather changes, right? Is that right for you country folk? All right, so this is kind of a big bow, but I kind of like it. Okay, so let me do that. I love this velvet ribbon. Now, this was one of my last purchases at Hobby Lobby before the new year. Probably this fall I got it. It's a velvet frayed edge ribbon, and I love it. So I hope I'll have enough to get me through the year. And I really probably have enough of everything to get me through the year. But Patsy, if I clean out my yarn and you feel like you need some, I can gift you some yarn probably. I haven't cleaned out my stash yet, but the time is coming. So I'm just going to put a little glue here so I can glue this ribbon. Since I haven't sewn anything on this project, I am just gluing. It is literally a no-sew project, and I am not a no-sew kind of girl. I like to sew. I like things to be sewn. Okay, let's see what Patsy says. Look, I got to get right up on the screen so I can read it. I walked out my back door the other day and there was a baby deer on my patio. I just looked, oh, it just looked at you and walked away. Oh my gosh. The little bitty one, like with spots. And right in town? That's crazy. Because you are kind of in town, but you have some, you're on the end, aren't you? With like some woods behind you. So, and I do see them coming through there. All right. Oh, look at this. Is that pretty or what? Oh my gosh. I love that. So then this one, like I said, you can hang it wherever you want. You can put it in a dough bowl. Thank you, Hammond's Nest, for sharing and getting me in the crafting mood. So, and I would love to get your yarn. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, she would. I didn't even think about that. I was wondering if she was still doing her crocheting. Have you talked to her lately? The holiday, I haven't, I saw her during the holiday, but not after that. All right, so I am just taking off a couple of beads so I can make a little loop so I can hang it. So, who of my friends out there, if you decide to do one of these cute little no-sew hearts, please share your pictures of them, or really anything that you're working on this, oh, she's getting it. There's something out there she's barking at. Any project that you're working on right now, share some pictures, send them to, or in the comments on this video. That would be great. So this is what we did. We did a no-sew. It's a stuffed little love. We, if you're just joining us, you can go back and watch the replay of it. But we stamped, or I stamped a little message right here. I glued it on. I glued the heart together. I cut it with pinking shears. I glued the little ribbon on, glued the little beads. So you could just hang this. This would be cute. You could hang it on your china cabinet. You could do all kinds of things. So thank you so much for chatting with me, especially Patsy. Thank you, Patsy. It was just you and me, girl, and that's okay. I really enjoyed it. I always love talking to you, Patsy. And isn't it wonderful that we have Jamie back in the store? Did you get to visit with her yet? Oh my gosh, she is like, Jamie knows. It's sad for her, but if anybody can know my brain, oh, thanks. Those are sweet. Jamie knows a lot of what goes on in my brain and what I would do or what I would think or say. And so she's got my back. She's my girl. I'm so thankful that she came back to help me, really. So that's really good. Well, thank you, Patsy. They are so sweet. I think so too. It was okay that I glued them. And oh, on the beads, the bead painting, I meant to say, if you would subscribe. Oh, good. You were so excited to see her. I know. She said y'all had kind of messaged back and forth already and that you knew she was coming. But I was hoping that you'd get in there and see her because she's been working the last week or two, and I'm so thankful. Anyway, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's Alleyoops on YouTube, ALLYOOPS. If you want to watch a video, a great little way to paint beads, I'll link it in the comments. I'm also going to link the page to Hammond's Nest, which is where I saw this little project done first. And I want to give credit where credit is due. So I'll link that. Anyway, y'all have a great Sunday night. I hope that I'll see some of you next week. I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. And next time I'm on, I'll try to give more of a notice. This was an odd time, but I just needed to unwind. I needed to chat and do a craft because it really helps me to just kind of chill. So I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you have a great week, and I hope to see y'all in the coming week, and hopefully we'll go live again very soon. So bye-bye, Patsy, and everyone else that's on here. Thank you. And next time I need some more chatters, okay? All right. Bye, guys.